Hi, I'm Mark Kleisner. I'm a student here at Gateway Technical College's Culinary Arts program in Racine. Today I'm going to show you a pork loin. Now, it is cheaper for a family to buy a full loin instead of buying it pre-cut. It's extremely cheaper. Now, it may look like a lot of food, but it really isn't. This is enough for a family of 4 to eat for about 3-4 days, depending on what you do. Now, the first section with the silver skin and the marbling in it is very good for chops. After about when the fat ends, you can use the second portion for a pork loin roast. You can cut it, you can braise it, you can bake it. Now, I'm going to cut the first section into 2 different parts. The thicker chops and then the smaller chops. Smaller chops you can eat, it's enough meat for about 1 person. The larger chops you can cut a pocket into and stuff. So if you take a French knife or a chef knife, with your fingers away because you don't want to cut yourself, and cut in. You can saw. You don't want to, if you try to push down, the blade's just going to slip off. No, you cut through, and I would recommend about 4 large chops to start with. And one other thing you can do with the larger chops, you can cut a pocket into them and fill them. Now, how you do this, you lay them down on a cutting board with the knife. Hold it as firmly as you can and just slice into it. You don't want to go all the way through, and after you make a small pocket, you can fill that with cheese or apples or any kind of stuffing or filling you want, and then you can just bake them just like this. Now, with the rest of the first section, you can cut smaller chops. They don't have to be as thick. You can get about 6 or 8 out of a loin. Now, these you can just saute, you can bake, you can grill, however you want to cook them. It's great for just a family dinner. If you want them a little thinner, you can cut them thin. If you want to make them for a sandwich. And when you do cut, make sure you cut the whole loin at the same time, because the meat will stay better if you leave them together. You can wrap this up, put it in a container, you can freeze it, you can refrigerate it. The one thing you have to remember about if you freeze this, make sure you wrap it as tightly as you can, because it will freezer burn. And then the last chop that you cut, right when the marbling ends and you can just see the meat, you can use the rest of the meat for a pork loin roast. You can cut it if you want. You can chop it up and make a stew, stir fry. It's very good meat, or you can just wrap it up like a traditional roast. Now, the last thing when you're done, make sure you clean your workspace up, take everything, wash it, and then clean off your table and sanitize it if you can, because it is raw meat and you don't want to cross-contaminate. Thank you for watching, and if you have any more questions about Gateway Technical College's Culinary Arts program, you can visit our website at gtc.edu/culinaryarts. Thank you.